Okay, so this review has been roughly 3 months in the making. All right. I had to redo this review like 4 times, give or take. Well, the first time I did this review, I got all the way into the last two flavors in this batch of juice that I'd gotten. And the labels really messed me up. I ended up completely botching that entire review because I was so upset. Um, Plus, there was already an outstanding issue that I was trying to deal with that same company. So I went into the review already ticked off. Um, so trying to compose myself to redo the review, I made it all the way at the same point, got ticked off again, but I was in the process of creating or finding a resolution for the problems. Now, since all that, I had managed to get in touch with the owner of the company being Fuggin, or he said he was the owner. His name is Hershey. And anyway, Hershey or Herschel? Hold on. I think it was, yeah, Hershey. Anyway, he actually wanted to talk with me because I had expressed my concerns to customer care or whatever. And it got directed to him, and then he contacted me um, to try to answer any questions I may have. So I started with this. One of the problems I had was the pre-existing problem. Let's see if this bottle has it. Oop. Yep. Okay. This is the perfect example right here. See where this says 6 milligram? Well, apparently there was a batch that someone had ordered 6 milligram, and the label had a 3 milligram on it with a little sticker over top of it that said 6 milligram. And people were wondering, was this, tampered with? What happened, right? And so that was the simpler of the two problems. And they explained to me that they had just run out of labels and that there was no tampering done, that they had run out of the proper, milligram label. So that's why they did it the way they did it. Anyway, it's probably better that I waited until now to actually redo this review. I was thinking about posting the most recent one, but still, after periodically trying the juices during this period of time, I've noticed a significant, to the point where I felt it fair to redo the review yet again, a significant improvement in the flavor due to steeping. Anyway, the flavors were very muted and very bland on pretty much all of them. Now they're actually pretty good. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are decent. We'll get to that as we go. Anyway, the second issue that I had was the labels. Now, personally, I don't give a crap, okay? Personally, it could have Mickey Mouse on it. I wouldn't care. But, children see that and they complain that they want it. Mommy, daddy, can I have this? And parents are sometimes really stupid and do stupid things like get it for them. So child appealing labels, cartoons, the FDA has been cracking down on it. And honestly, I really don't want to lose my right to vape. And I don't want y'all to either. And the new guy who's doing what I used to do, smoking 6 packs of cigarettes a day, this could be a life-saving thing for them. And if they don't have access to it, they could die. So I have to advocate. I have to do whatever I can. I may not be a one-man wrecking machine and make everybody do the right thing, but I've got to at least make an attempt, right? So this is what set me off. Cartoon labels on a couple of their bottles. And I only got 9 flavors, and 2 of the 9 had cartoons on them. And these were the last 2 that I had tried. And then I was like, wait a minute. And it just messed me up for the whole review. Since then, as I said a few minutes ago, I talked with Hershey. And he told me, he said that they're a rather large company. And when a large company goes out and they buy labels, they have a lot of labels that they buy. And rather than just throw them all away, they use what they have, and they use it up before the regulations kick in. And then they have the new ones ready to go by then. He informed me that they have had inspections, and that the FDA was made aware of these labels and the situation, and that they were given the okay to do that. But anyways, that's the situation with that. And Hershey took it upon himself, free of charge, for the purpose of showing you guys, sent me those specific flavors again with the new labels so that I could show you guys. So this is the new redone label of this one, right? No cartoon. And this one as well. Now the labels that are on the website are the new updated labels. The labels that I received were the old ones. Alright, so anyways, that is the resolution. The resolution is that they were already working on fixing it. I, for one, am proud of myself that I stood up and, took it upon myself to call them and get to the bottom of it, because I feel like I owe it to y'all to at least try to protect what we do. Anyways, the first flavor, for the 4th or 5th time, the first flavor I'm going to try is the Green Goblin, since the cap is broken and doesn't work. Anyway, Green Goblin, it's basically candy apple, the profile. And you can definitely smell the apple. It tastes like, those little vending machines. They have like the loose candy in it. You put like 50 cents in, or a quarter, or whatever it is now, and it, spills out a handful of candy. Well, the little green ones, that's what that tastes like, almost identical. Now, like I said, when I first did the review, I did the review on it the day I got it, the first attempt anyway, and everything was just muted. I mean, you couldn't taste hardly anything. If you're going to get juice from Fuggin, I suggest you buy it before you need it, so that you can steep it. Because if you don't, you're going to be upset with yourself for buying it, because it's just, you're going to want to steep it. It's pretty good. It's, I don't know about my best, or my favorite, I should say. It's decent. It's definitely not the best apple flavored juice I've had. But on a scale from 1 to 10, I don't know, probably a 4 or 5. I mean, the they made it taste like what they were shooting for. So I guess I kind of have to go based on that, since flavor is subjective. Taste is subjective. Just because I may not like a certain flavor doesn't mean y'all won't. So I would say probably like an 8 or a 9 based on how close it is to what they were aiming for. We'll do it that way. So let me set up for the next flavor, which is going to be the raspy lemonade. I'll go ahead and read you the flavor profile. Their flavor profiles on their website, which will be in the link below. The flavor profiles are basically 90% advertisement and 10% information. So I'm just going to read basically what it's supposed to be. All right, because I'm not going to sit here and spend an hour reading commercials. Sorry. But the link will be in the description below if y'all want to do that. So I'll be right back. Let me set up for the next flavor. All right, so Mr. T and the Lemons Raspy Lemonade. Mom's classic sweet lemonade soaked in mashed up raspberries. So refreshing yet delicious at the same time. Anyway, so it's sweet tea soaked in mashed raspberries. You can smell the raspberry. You can taste the lemon. You ever have certain flavors that you've tried where the nicotine just seems more potent? It seems like certain flavors do that. This one, the nicotine feels stronger for some reason. I mean, I don't have like any testing kits or anything, but I mean, assuming that it is what's labeled, it's the same as the Apple one. It's all 6 milligram across the board, and but this one, whew, it has a throat hit. Put it that way. You can definitely smell the raspberry stronger than you can taste it, and you can taste the lemonade stronger than you can smell it. Then again, maybe I'm just kind of immune to what sweet tea tastes like, considering I drink about 2 or 3 gallons of it a day. That's possible too. So, all right. On a scale from 1 to 10, on if it tastes like what it's supposed to, probably a 7. I would say, because you can't really taste both the raspberry and the lemonade, or I can't. I definitely smell one and taste the other. So it's all there, kind of, but it's kind of mixed up. Yeah, you can definitely taste the lemonade, but you can smell the raspberry. All right, so let me set up for the next one. I'll get the flavor profile ready and all that. Oh, and on a completely unrelated note, pretty soon I'm going to be getting a camera that I can zoom in and do up close videos. So I'll be able to do like hardware reviews, because I've got like a plethora of hardware that I can review for y'all. Tutorials that I can do. So many things I want to be able to do as far as my channel goes for y'all. Maybe tutorials and such. Maybe teach people how to DIY. Most of what I do is DIY. I have another video that is kind of like a added on video that I'm going to put attached to this one, that kind of explains where I was headed when I was trying to get in touch with the owner of the company here. So that kind of explains a little bit of it anyways. All right, I'll be right back. Let me set up for the next flavor. So, Petite Belge Blue Waffle. So, I gotta say this first of all. On a scale from 1 to, oh my god, these bottles suck, yeah, they fail miserably. The cap just spins and spins and spins and spins, and it never tightens, but when you go to undo it, it doesn't loosen either. So you got to kind of twist it while you're unscrewing it to get it to catch the threading so that you can take it. I hate bottles like this. Okay. Anyway, straight from the waffle iron, warm blueberry bready waffle with a dash of fluffy whipped cream. So you can smell the blueberry. I smelled the blueberry as soon as I opened the bottle, which took a minute. You can definitely taste the blueberry, and you can kind of taste you can smell the whipped cream. That's odd. Ooh, that's actually good. I ain't gonna lie, this one's actually good. I didn't think I would like this one as much as I do. Alright, I'm not gonna keep y'all in suspense. You can actually taste and smell the whipped cream. It blends in with the blueberry and the waffle flavoring really well. It tastes like a Belgian waffle with blueberry, and the whipped cream is strong enough to where you can actually taste it, which is good. That's good. I hate when people are like, oh, it's got this, 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 and this, but then one or two of the flavors are so muted you can't even tell it's there. I hate when people do that. I like that all the little nuances, like you can almost taste the butter that was put into the waffle. I mean, it's actually put together quite well. I like this one. On a scale from 1 to 10, this one probably, man, something's got to be just off the charts to get a 10. I'm just saying. I think I've only given 2 things in, like, ever a 10. I would have to say a 9.5 on this one. This one's actually really good. Surprised me because I was going to save this one for last, because this one, at the time, one of the first couple of times I tried to do this review, this one was my favorite every single time. So I was going to save this one for last to kind of go out with a big bang, but I don't know. That one's pretty good. All right. All right. So I had to turn my dehumidifier on because I don't need my smoke detectors going off. All right, so let me set up for the next one. All right, be right back. All right, so this one is called, okay, Strawberry Milkshake. Shake that ass. Okay, so when I first opened the bottle on this go around, when I first opened the bottle on this go around, the smell of the strawberry like punched me in the face. I mean, it was actually pretty potent, and it smelled good. So All right, some of these I have not tried in 3 months, 2.5 months, however long I've had them. So some of them might actually have improved a lot more than others have. So it's almost like we're trying them together. Um, all right, so intense, ripe, sweet strawberries blended into a classic, full-flavored, creamy, and tasty milkshake. For some reason, this bottle opened up perfectly fine. I didn't have to like torque it and twist it and yank it and everything else. So I don't know. Some of their bottles are just messed up and some aren't. Smells good. Oh wow. It sucks that I cannot let everything steep. I am such a vaping fiend that I always vape everything the moment I get it, and it's gone within a day or two, and nothing ever steeps with me. And it's a shame because, God, it's good. All right, so I can definitely taste the strawberries. Um, the creamy, tasty milkshake um, takes away the tartness of the strawberry. There's different kinds of strawberries. Like I think I've explained this on other videos where some are like really tart and some are like really ripe tasting. Like, you know how like when you get a strawberry and you go to eat it, some of them haven't ripened as good as others, and the the really ripe ones have more of a mellow kind of taste. Um, I prefer those, and that's what this is like, and I think it's due to the milkshake part of it. Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, again, probably a 9.5. Um, they definitely hit what they were looking for. Um, Also, I noticed that the picture on their website does not have the little cartoon guy on there. What even is that thing? Looks like a little cross between a cat, a rat, and the devil. What even is that? What are you? I don't even know what that is. Anyways, it's not on the website, which means the new labels don't have that on it. So that's good. I approached this company, um, the owner specifically, um, with concern. I didn't contact him screaming at him, "What's wrong with you? Are you stupid? You're going to ruin this for all of us." I I expressed concern, right? Because he's got a big company. He doesn't want to lose it, right? I wanted to try to be helpful to him, helpful in helping him correct the problem, not to come across bashing him or in a threatening manner. I wanted I wanted change. I didn't want to just vent, if that makes sense. I find when I approach companies in that manner, I get a lot better results. This is actually pretty good. I don't know. It's right up there with the blueberry waffle one. Pretty good. Let me set up for the next one. Let's see. G.I. Jane. It's going to be Dragon fruit watermelon. Now, when I first tried this one, the dragon fruit, which I've never liked. I think I've tried it maybe once or twice in my life, dragon fruit flavored juice, and I just despised it. This is one of the ones that they sent to me for free. This is one of the ones I never would have ordered simply because of my dislike for dragon fruit. I didn't like it when I first tried it. Maybe it's changed. The others have. So let me set up for it and I'll be back. Alright, so right when you open the bottle, you can smell the watermelon. It seems like they have a generic flavor profile because it kind of lists all of the flavors that they have for all of their things. Like, apparently they have a dragon fruit watermelon, which is what I have. They have a dragon fruit peach, dragon fruit pineapple. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if all of these are in this, because this one only says dragon fruit watermelon. So I'm thinking I got just that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be all of them actually here, and it only lists dragon fruit and watermelon. Anyway, yeah, watermelon, peach, pineapple, and dragon fruit flavors. Yeah, I think it's got all of them because I can taste pineapple. Oh, thank God. That dragon fruit flavor ain't there no more. The dragon fruit is kind of drowned out by the pineapple that apparently is in here. Pineapple always makes me cough because I think of the bromamine, the stuff that's in pineapples, kind of tickles my throat. It always has. That's why it doesn't even when I eat pineapple. Makes me cough. I'm not sure what they were shooting for with this because there's so many different flavors listed on here. I'm not sure what they were shooting for. I would say probably a 6, but you know, that could be just my flavor profile. It's kind of a little off on my flavor profile. I'm not really into I don't really like watermelon all that much. I like pineapple, but I don't like that it makes me cough my brains out. I don't taste the peach at all. And I definitely do not like dragon fruit. So that's but I mean, if you like that sort of thing, then this is probably good for you, but fog production is also intense. I don't know why the amount of PG that's in something and the build that you have and what you're hitting it at, the airflow that you have, these are things that determine fog production, not the flavor of the juice. Alright, so anyways, I'll set up for the next flavor and I'll be back. Alright, so this one is called Berry Crunchy. Now you can imagine what it's supposed to taste like. Berry Crunchy, amazing cereal vape, berrylicious and nutritious, maybe? Okay. The crunchy taste will make you say, aye, aye, Captain. But anyways, lack of saying a trademarked name, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know what this is supposed to taste like. And it smells spot on when you open the bottle. I got a question. What does nutrition taste like? Berrylicious and nutritious. You can even taste the milk. I'm kind of looking forward to vaping some of these in the new setup that I have, um, because the flavor is absolutely amazing. Let me show y'all what I have. I had recently acquired the Wotofo Profile, right? And it's the new, well, at the time of the video, the newer of the mesh RDAs. Got a little clamp at the bottom that pushes the cotton up against the mesh. Of course, I'll be doing reviews on things, but what I had done is because I have an Alliance V2 that just so happens to be the exact same diameter as the Profile. I don't like the Profile cap because it comes with one of those tiny little donut drip tips that are like a tenth of an inch tall, and you pretty much have to shove the atomizer in your mouth to be able to vape it. I don't like doing that. I like bigger drip tips. I like to have room between the coils in my throat. So what I had done is I made a Frankenstein. I had took the top two pieces, well, technically three because of the airflow thing, which has the heat sink on it, right? And I had put it all together and put it on here. Now I basically have a Alliance V2 with a Profile mesh deck. Anyways, whatever it is I did to this, the flavor is almost too good. You know how like when you get a whole lot of spit back, you can taste the juice on your tongue because it is on your tongue. Well, I get that same thing, except there's no spit back because there's so much distance between the, which is why I'm doing that. One of the reasons why I'm doing that. Plus, I like a lukewarm vape. I don't like a hot vape. So this is like the perfect setup for me, right? But the flavor that comes out of that is so intense. It's almost like gargling with the juice or something. It is crazy. I can't wait to try some of this in that. And I would do the reviews in that, except every time I do it, I would have to change out basically a half of a cotton ball, because of the amount of cotton that thing uses. So I'm using my Mephisto because it's just one little coil I have in here and it's easy to switch out. I've explained that in other videos. Can't wait until I can do reviews on some of that hardware. I don't know. I would say probably an 8 on this. Maybe if it steeps a little longer, it'll even get better. Who knows? But it's not as good as the other two that I tried. So let me set up for the next one. I only have 3 more. So let me set up on the next one. I'll be right back. Okay, so this one, I don't know. It seems like a seasonal one. So I don't know how long y'all have to order this. But it's strawberry cream nog. All right, now, I am not much of an eggnog person. Some people, they live the whole year just so that they can have eggnog come Christmas time. But I'm not much of a eggnog person. But in fact, I'm so little of an eggnog person, I'm not sure what it's supposed to taste like. I kind of got an idea because I remember having it when I was younger. I can taste it a little bit, but I can taste the strawberry too. It says strawberry cream nog. Supposedly it's got nutmeg taste. And I can definitely taste the nutmeg. I could taste the nutmeg in this before I even read that. Mm. It's actually not too bad. Um, Being somebody that's not that familiar with eggnog, I can't really say whether it tastes like what it's supposed to or not. But I'm just keeping it honest with you. You know, I can't tell you if I don't know, right? But as far as the strawberry and the nutmeg, that is definitely there, and I taste something that tastes similar to what I remember eggnog tasting like. I would probably say about an 8. As far as my flavor profile personally goes, um, I personally wouldn't get it. Um, I obviously got it, but I had to do a review. Plus, it was seasonal, and I wanted to try it. But if I had to choose whether I wanted to buy that again or buy a different flavor, I'd probably buy a different flavor. And not just because of the review. It's just because it's not my favorite of the batch. Yeah, I'd probably say about a 6 or a 7. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not my favorite. Um, it's good though. I mean, it's definitely vapable. It's definitely vapable. All right, let me set up for the next one. I've got 2 more to go. I'll be right back. So I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping that they did not mess this one up, because one of the greatest inventions of all time, strawberry cheesecake. Cheeberry. Okay? Thick and creamy New York cheesecake drizzled in strawberry syrup and topped off with some ripe, fresh strawberries. And I'll tell you right now, when I opened up the bottle, I could smell the graham cracker crust. I could smell the cheesecake. I could smell the strawberry. It tasted like someone just pulled a cheesecake out of the oven. So, just saying. That smells good. This might be my favorite one so far. Mm. You can definitely taste all the things, all the stuff and all the things. You can taste the graham cracker crust, which isn't listed there. And the cheesecake just tastes so amazing. I think if I were to reorder, of course, as a reviewer, y'all don't understand the sacrifices, okay? You don't understand the sacrifices. Say I get a box of juice, different flavors, and I find something that oh my God, this is so amazing, and it's like one of my favorite flavors, like ever, right? I can't just keep reordering it because I can't keep doing reviews on the same flavors, right? So I've got to get different things so that I have material. I have to be able to do reviews, and to do that, I have to get different things every time. So I don't get to reorder like 10 of these or 20 of these. I have to get different flavors every time. So, usually if I get something that I really like, I have to just make like a mental note of it, like this is amazing. If I ever run out of flavors to review, I can stock up on these, but in the meantime, I've got to get different flavors so that I can do reviews for y'all. So, yeah, that's definitely a sacrifice because there are flavors that I really like from many different companies, you know, like one of my favorite juices of all time, Nilla Nuts. And then Higgy's also has one that's Nilla Nuts, but it's got chocolate milk in it. And that, oh my God. But I can't order it. I can't just keep ordering it, because how can I review if I keep getting the same thing, you know? So, anyways, yes, this is off the chain. I honestly have to say that this is probably going to be like my third 10. And that's saying something. Because I've only given like 2 or 3 of, 10s. So this is amazing. Chi Berry. Fuggin Vapors. Of course, links will be in the description below. I don't know if maybe it's just my flavor profile or what, but if you like cheesecake, that's spot on. Just make sure you steep it, because I remember I didn't taste anything that I taste now. When I first got this and tried it, all I tasted was a strawberry. It tasted just like strawberry, and that's it. Nothing else. After 2-3 months of steeping, I taste all of it. It is amazing. Yeah, probably a 10. Worst case scenario, a 9.5. I mean, this is just so good. The fact that I can taste the cheesecake in there, the fact that I can taste the graham cracker crust that's not even listed in the flavor profile, but it's part of a cheesecake. You got to have the crust if you're going to have a cheesecake, right? Pretty good, pretty darn good. So I have one left, and this, when I first did the review, this was my favorite. So let me set up for it. I'm going to hate when this runs out, but let me set up for the next one, the last one, and I will be back. So last but not least, OJ Crimson. I just smelled oranges when I opened it up. God, this is so good though. Okay, how can I explain this? All right, let me read what it says. Sweet orange citrus tears through your taste bud and then heals them back to life with a smooth vanilla cream. All right, so there was one other thing that I vaped that was years ago. Ecto Cooler, I think it was very similar to this. I would very much relate this to a orange creamsicle. Because you can taste the vanilla, which is like takes away the tartness of the orange. I would say probably a 9.5 on this one. I still really like it, but God, that Chi Berry though. But yeah, this probably a 9.5. It tastes like orange creamsicle, You know, kind of reminds me of when the ice cream truck used to go by when I was a child. And I was always screaming, I want ice cream. I remember chasing that ice cream truck down. Yeah, probably a 9.5. This is actually pretty good. I don't know. This one might actually get old after a while. You know, I can see this as being something that's good periodically, but definitely not like an all-day thing. It would get old after a while. Um, I don't really get Vapor's tongue, as they used to call it. Vapor's tongue is actually more related to your sense of smell than your sense of taste. That's why they say, like, if you get Vapor's tongue, just like open up some coffee and just smell it and then close it back up and you're good to go, because it resets everything. I don't know. I don't really get that anymore, but I do notice that flavors do become muted if I vape them for too long. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'd probably say a 9.5 on that one. But I would have to say, out of the 9 flavors that I got, the Chi Berry is the best one of them. All in all, the majority of these were actually really good. But like I said, when I first got them, they all kind of sucked until they steeped. Then they just became really good. So that's that. That's all I have for you on this video. I will have a video attached where I contacted, I had my initial contact with Fuggin regarding the issues that I discussed at the beginning of the video. You know, and the stance that I took towards that. After that is when I got in touch with the owner, or the owner got in touch with me, actually. My number was passed off to him, and he actually texted me and introduced himself and asked me to call him. So I did, and he immediately got on the phone, asked me, you know, what I needed, you know, if I had any questions. He offered to, you know, help me with any concerns I may have, and that's when I explained to him the situation, and he told me what the resolution was, and all went quite well. He seemed very professional. So, anyways, all is well. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Alright guys, so I'm about to call Fuggin right now. I will be asking them if I can get them to answer. I'm going to ask them if I can speak to somebody, and then I'm going to ask them if it's okay with them that I record it for y'all. If not, then I'll just relay what they said. I don't want to break any laws or anything by recording people without them knowing, or, you know, what have you, because that is a thing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I did not get to put the conversation on video, but the lady I spoke to, she said she was a supervisor there. The people that are in charge of doing the labeling and the website and whatnot, they're not available. They won't be back until tomorrow, but I wanted to talk to somebody today because I've actually been waiting for almost a week now to get a hold of somebody, because the holidays kind of made it, places were closed and such. Basically what I did is I let them know that I'm a reviewer, and that, you know, this is the thing, right? I DIY. All right, and I make the best juice that I've ever had in my life. And, you know, I could pretty much take one vape of a juice that you buy from a store and then turn around and duplicate it, you know, here at home. So, you know, and I do pretty darn good at it. I've been doing it for over a decade, and I make pretty good juice. The reason I buy from these companies is for 2 reasons. The first reason is because I want to support the local businesses. The second reason is because I can't really do reviews on DIY stuff because y'all can't, turn around and buy it. I have to have a product from a company that y'all are capable of buying from that I can promote or unpromote, so to speak. Anyways, so yeah, I get it to support the companies, and I do it so that I can do reviews for y'all. Plus, I enjoy doing these reviews. I enjoy doing these videos. Now, I told them about the 2 specific flavors that really bother me. And they told me that they know about it, they're aware of it, and what the problem is that they've got a big batch of juice that's already made and already labeled. They redid their label, but they're trying to get rid of the old batch first before the regulations take effect. I figured the regulations already took effect because the FDA is cracking down on people that, have child appealing stuff. Anyways, from what the lady told me, the labels that are on the website are the new updated labels that they're putting on their new batches of juice, not the ones that they're sending to people. That's why there's a difference. I mentioned to her about the situation. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, where there's an issue that was happening where there was 3 milligram juice, and there would be a sticker over it that said 6 milligram, and nobody really knew what happened. She explained to me what happened. She said sometimes their labels are on back order, and when they are, they put what label they have on it and then put the sticker on there so people know that it really is this instead of that. Yeah, so anyways, that is the update for that. I let her know that I got pretty upset with the 2 flavors. I don't do cartoons on bottles very well. Personally, I really don't care. But if the FDA says, if you do this, it's going to hurt vaping, or we're going to take vaping from you, then I'm going to have to go along with that and advocate as best I can, because I don't want to lose my right to vape, and I don't want y'all to lose your right to vape either. There's new people out there that are smoking like I did, 6 packs a day, and people that are sick, got emphysema and God knows what else, and vaping could save their life. But if it gets took from us, then what else do they have? They have to rely on gum or patches or what have you, which don't really work. And some of the stuff they give you is pretty dangerous. So anyways, that's it. I will catch y'all next time.